It's good to get back at it. We got a lot of room to go and a lot of progress to be made, but the first few days was a good stepping stone, and we're looking forward to keep going today.
With all the new changes on the coaching staffs, how are the players adapting to it, and especially with you?
We're trusting what Coach Ferentz has in mind, and we're all adapting well. We still got a lot of the coaches that did stay, but the ones that are here are doing a great job, and we look forward to continue work.
What's a quarterback derby like for you guys? I know you're just concentrating on your job, but there's still rhythm and timing. What's that?
Yeah, there is, and we just have to trust that the coaches are going to do what's right, which they will, in determining who's the number one quarterback. And an injury can happen just like that, so we have to be comfortable with all three of them, and we'll let the time play out, and the coaches will have that ultimate decision, but we'll block for whoever it is.
How have you guys been health-wise? I know injuries to your line was definitely a big thing, and how big is it for you guys to maybe have more repetitions in the spring practice?
It's great to have Andrew and Sheriff back, and it was a tough losing them last year, but definitely having them back now and trying to build a cohesive unit is a lot of fun. And just getting those reps and getting comfortable next to those guys. But there's also guys in the twos right now that could be possibly playing next to you, and we're just all trying to get better day in and day out.
You talk about chemistry, but pre-snap reads. I mean, most people talk about that with a quarterback, but you got to pass the signals, the calls down the line here. How long does it take to get used to that?
The older you get, the more comfortable you get at recognizing that stuff, and that's one thing coaches are trying to get us to do, is to be more aware of our surroundings, not just to focus on our own job, but to see the whole field. And the calls start with the center, and then we go off what he calls, and it goes from there, and we all know our assignments, and trying just to perfect that art.
With the season last year, was spring kind of one of those welcome signs that you can finally put last year behind you guys?
Yeah, we turned the page right after the Nebraska game last year, and it was hard not going to a bowl game, but it also puts a lot of motivation in you, and we started then, and now it's good to be back in football mode, we call it, where we actually get to hit each other, not just working out every day, but it's a lot of fun so far.
It's obviously early, but has there been any significant difference with Coach Ferentz taking over the O-line?
No, I mean, I was here last year with him, and he was taught by Coach Morgan, and offensive line here, as you guys know, is something that Coach Kirk Ferentz takes a lot of pride in. So it's all similar, different coaching styles, but they all work.
Can the offensive line be the strength of this offense this year, especially with so many guys coming back?
We're hoping so. We're hoping that there's a lot of strengths to our team. But with that being said, we do take that upon ourselves. Coach Brian Ferentz always alludes that there's 5 of us, 5 offensive linemen in a one time where there might be only a couple receivers. So we're trying to take that leadership role as a collective group so we can be that strong unit.